Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, is walking really the best workout as we get older? I mean, sure, a lot of folks over 65 stick with walking to stay active. And don't get me wrong, it's a solid choice. But here's the deal, not every type of movement hits the same. Walking might be good, but that does not mean it is always the most effective or the kindest to your joints. The truth is, there are other ways to move your body that can actually give you more benefits without all that wear and tear. That's In this video, we are breaking down 5 awesome alternatives to walking that could work even better for you. These exercises help you build strength, improve your balance, keep your body moving, and most importantly, they go easy on your joints. So if you are looking for a way to stay active without the aches, or you are just feeling like walking ain't cutting it anymore, you are in the right place. Stick around until the end, because one of these could completely flip the way you look at staying fit as you age. Whether you want to get stronger, loosen up a bit, or just find something that is more fun to do, these 5 options will help you move with confidence and feel good doing it. Let's get into it. 1. Water-based workouts. As we get older, our bodies do not always respond to movement the way they used to. Walking is still a solid form of exercise, no doubt, but sometimes it makes sense to switch things up and go for something smoother and more joint-friendly. That is exactly where water-based workouts come in. When it comes to low-impact, full-body alternatives to walking, moving in water is one of the best things you can do. Whether it is swimming, water aerobics, or just walking slow laps in the pool, water supports your body like nothing else. Thanks to buoyancy, you feel lighter, your movements get easier, and the pressure on sensitive areas like your knees, hips, and lower back goes way down. If walking leaves your joints feeling stiff, tight, or sore, stepping into a pool might be just what your body's been begging for. But here is the kicker. Water workouts do not just protect your joints, they also build strength, improve your heart health, and increase your flexibility all at once. Think about it. When you are walking on pavement, every step sends shock through your joints, but in the water, every move is cushioned and supported. You build endurance, strengthen muscles, and keep your body working without wearing it down in the process. And no, you do not need to be some Olympic-level swimmer to get the benefits. Simple moves in chest deep water, like leg lifts, arm circles, or jogging in place activate muscles you would not usually use while walking. That means more balanced strength across your body and fewer weak spots holding you back. Another underrated but super important benefit, balance. As we age, our sense of balance naturally fades and the risk of falling goes up. But water gives you the perfect safe space to work on your stabilizer muscles without fear. You can challenge your balance without risking a hard fall, because if you slip up, the water is right there to catch you. That is why so many physical therapists recommend water therapy for older adults who want to keep moving or recover after an injury. Just take George, for example. He is 72, retired, and used to love his daily walks. But after a while, his knees started complaining, so he switched it up, started doing water aerobics twice a week. And guess what? Within a few months, the guy felt like a new person. His knee pain dropped, his flexibility improved, and he felt stronger overall. Plus, for the first time in years, he started sleeping through the night. No tossing, no turning. So, if you have access to a pool, whether it is at the gym, a community center, or even your own backyard, think about adding water workouts into your routine. If you are tired of pounding the pavement, you might be surprised how good your body feels floating, moving, and stretching in the water. Just a couple of 20 to 30-minute sessions a week can totally boost your mobility and even lift your mood. 2. Strength training. As we get older, staying strong, independent, and able to move comfortably becomes more important than ever, and one of the best ways to keep that up. Strength training. That means regular exercises that target your muscles, plain and simple. Walking is great, but let's be real, it mostly works the lower body, and even then, it is the same motion over and over. Strength training, on the other hand, activates multiple muscle groups at once. It helps prevent muscle loss and keeps you feeling balanced, energized, and ready for anything. The best part, you do not need to hit the gym or mess around with heavy weights and fancy machines. You can get serious results using nothing but your own body weight or a simple resistance band at home. See, as we age, our bodies naturally start to lose muscle. There is even a name for it, sarcopenia. And when that muscle disappears, everyday stuff like lifting a grocery bag or standing up from the couch starts feeling harder than it should. Walking alone cannot stop that, but strength training can. Moves like squats, leg lifts, and resistance band work target the big muscle groups that matter. Add these into your weekly routine, and not only will you hold on to your strength, you can actually rebuild what you may have lost over the years. That means better balance, fewer stumbles, and just moving through your day with more ease. And let us not forget, strength training is not just about muscles. It is also a game changer for your bones. Weight-bearing exercises help keep your bone density up, lowering your risk of osteoporosis and fractures. If your doctor ever mentioned bone thinning or calcium loss, this is one of the smartest ways to fight back. And since strength training can be done at your own pace, it is way less risky than some high-impact routines, but just as effective. Take Linda, for example. She is 68, and she used to love walking, but after a while, her balance started to feel off, and her steps were not as steady. So she made a simple change, added a few strength exercises into her daily routine, things like seated leg lifts and light dumbbell presses. Within just a few months, she felt like a whole new version of herself, stronger, standing taller, and no longer worried about falling while moving around the house. It was like she got her body and her confidence back. If you are just getting into strength training, do not stress. You do not need to go all in from day one. Start small, just 2 or 3 times a week, a few minutes at a time. Light dumbbells, resistance bands, or even basic chair squats can help you regain the mobility, independence, and confidence that aging tries to chip away at. And hey, if you are still watching and this has been helpful, drop a 2 in the comments so we know you are here with us. And if you have not subscribed yet, now is a great time to hit that button and turn on notifications. Your support keeps these motivating and helpful videos coming. Now let's move on to number 3. Tai Chi or Qi Gong. When it comes to underrated but powerful alternatives to walking, Tai Chi and Qi Gong are right at the top. These ancient practices have been around for centuries, and for good reason. They blend slow, flowing, and controlled movements with a deep sense of focus and calm. The result: better balance, flexibility, coordination, and mental clarity all rolled into one. Walking mostly targets your legs, right? But Tai Chi and Qi Gong work your entire body, head to toe. Every move is intentional and brings different muscle groups into play at the same time. It is a full body workout that is easy on your joints, super gentle, and totally doable, even if you have never done it before. That is why these practices are perfect for older adults who want to stay active without pain or strain. One of the biggest things Tai Chi is known for, improving balance as we age, falls become more common and more dangerous. Sure, walking helps keep you mobile, but it does not do much for those small stabilizing muscles that keep you steady. Tai Chi, though, it targets those exact muscles, and it does it in a slow, safe, and super controlled way. You will find yourself standing taller, swaying less, and moving around with way more confidence. And Tai Chi is not just about the body, it is a huge win for your mind, too. People who practice regularly often say they feel more clear-headed, focused, and emotionally calm. The slow-flowing movements pair with deep breathing, which helps lower your blood pressure, improve your circulation, and center your nervous system. That is why so many studies back up Tai Chi, not just as exercise, but as a key to living longer and feeling better while doing it. Let me tell you about Richard. He is 74 and was starting to feel stiff, unbalanced, and even dizzy when walking. Daily tasks were getting harder, so he gave Tai Chi a shot, joining a beginner class twice a week. In just a few weeks, everything changed. His coordination improved big time, he felt looser, his movements got smoother, and he no longer worried about falling every time he stood up. Best part, for the first time in years, he felt in control of his body again. And here is the bonus: you do not need any gear to get started. No gym, no machines, no excuses. You can practice Tai Chi or Qi Gong at home, at the park, outside in the sun, or with a group of friends. Just a few minutes a day can seriously shift how your body moves and how your mind feels. If you have never tried it before, check out a beginner class near you or follow a simple online video and build your own rhythm at home. The secret: consistency. The more regularly you practice, the more you will notice, not just in your movement, but in your mood, energy, and overall vibe. 4. Biking stationary or recumbent bike. If walking leaves your joints feeling sore but you still want a low-impact way to stay active and boost your heart health, biking might be your perfect match. Especially with stationary or recumbent bikes, you get a smooth, joint-friendly workout that is both comfortable and effective. Like walking, which can put pressure on your knees, hips, and lower back, cycling lets you work your legs while giving your joints a much-needed break. And the best part, you do not even have to leave the house, just hop on the bike and ride from your living room. One of the biggest wins with biking is how it targets your lower body with real intensity without beating up your joints. When you walk on hard pavement, every step sends a jolt through your knees and hips. Over time, that impact adds up and can leave you feeling worn out. But on a bike, your weight is supported by the seat, so the stress on your joints is way lower. That is what makes biking a top-tier option for people dealing with joint sensitivity. But it is not just about comfort, biking is also amazing for your heart. Since it is an aerobic activity, it gets your heart rate up, boosts circulation, and helps lower blood pressure. That is why so many doctors recommend it as a heart-healthy exercise. It is one of the rare ways to really work your cardiovascular system without putting your body through the ringer. And let us not forget, it is a beast when it comes to building muscle, especially in your legs. Sure, walking uses your legs, but biking kicks it up a notch. It hits your quads, hamstrings, and calves hard, helping to slow or even reverse the muscle loss that comes with aging. That means climbing stairs, getting up from a chair, or just walking around becomes way easier. Just take Barbara, for example. She is 70 and used to love long walks, but eventually her knees started to give her trouble. After every walk, she felt more pain than benefit. So she switched it up and started biking at home just 10 minutes a day on a stationary bike. And within a few weeks, huge difference. Her knee pain eased up, she felt stronger, had more energy, and just felt better moving through her day. Most importantly, she did not feel like she had to stop being active just because her body was changing. Biking gave her that freedom back. Another great thing about cycling, it is super adaptable. If balance is a concern, a recumbent bike gives you back support while still offering a solid workout. If you want to push yourself, you can increase the resistance over time and build strength gradually. And if you prefer being outdoors, that is totally cool too. Just stick to smooth surfaces and stay aware of traffic. And hey, if you are still here and this has been helpful, go ahead and drop a 4 in the comments so know you are with us. If you have not subscribed yet, now is the perfect time to do it and turn on notifications. Your support helps us keep creating content that motivates and guides people just like you. Now, let us roll into the next section. 5. Chair yoga or stretching routines. Not a lot of people talk about it, but one of the most underrated and powerful alternatives to walking is chair yoga or even just a simple stretching routine. Walking is great, no doubt. It keeps you moving. But as we age, flexibility, posture, and stiff muscles become bigger issues, and walking alone does not do much for any of that. That is where chair yoga and gentle stretches step in. These kinds of exercises help loosen up tight muscles and joints, making everyday movement smoother and easier. The best part, you do not need a gym membership, fancy gear, or a ton of free time. You can literally do this in your living room, sitting in a chair, wearing whatever is comfortable. That is how accessible it is. One of the biggest perks of chair yoga is how safe and controlled it is. Unlike high-intensity workouts like running or lifting heavy, which can mess with your balance or even lead to injury, chair yoga keeps things steady. The movements are slow, focused, and supported. They relax, tense muscles, open up your range of motion, and can ease pain in areas like your lower back, shoulders, or spine. Since you move at your own pace, there is zero pressure and no need to push past your limit. Here is the thing, flexibility is one of the first things to go as we get older. Muscles tighten up, joints get stiff, and even basic movements like reaching, twisting, or bending start to feel like a chore. But chair yoga and stretching can totally flip the script. They lengthen and soften the muscles, boost circulation, and help your body feel more open and fluid. It is not about touching your toes, it is about feeling free in your body again so you can move through your day without struggle. Another major benefit, posture. Years of bad habits, slouching in chairs, poor movement patterns can lead to back pain, muscle tension, and even balance issues. Chair yoga helps fix that. It includes gentle spine, focused movements that activate and strengthen your back muscles. The result, you sit taller, stand straighter, and carry yourself with less strain. Want a real-life example? Meet Charles. He is 75 and was waking up stiff every morning. Throughout the day, he struggled with posture and just could not move the way he used to, so he added just 10 minutes of chair yoga and stretching to his morning routine. Nothing wild, just shoulder rolls, seated twists, and some deep breathing. And after just a few weeks, big change. He was moving more easily, feeling less tense, and overall just living with more ease. The beauty of chair yoga is that anyone can do it. You do not need to be flexible, fit, or experienced. Even if you are starting from scratch, simple moves like side stretches, neck circles, or ankle rolls can make a real difference in how you feel during the day. It is all about giving your body the movement it craves in a way that feels good, not painful. And in the long run, that kind of movement keeps you mobile and independent. Now that we've gone through these 5 awesome alternatives to walking, let's wrap things up with a few final thoughts. Look, walking is still a great way to stay active, but as you've seen, it's far from the only option out there. Water workouts, strength training, tai chi, cycling, and chair yoga each offer a unique way to stay fit without putting unnecessary strain on your joints. And the best part, these aren't just good for your body, they're great for your mind too. As we get older, staying in shape isn't about doing the same thing every day. It's about finding movements that feel good, keep you motivated, and actually work for your body. Whether you're looking to ease joint pain, improve your balance, or just enjoy moving again, these exercises can help you do all that and more. And hey, you don't have to pick just one. Mixing things up keeps your routine fresh, spreads out the impact on your body, and keeps your energy up. If walking hasn't felt like enough lately, or you've been looking for low-impact ways to stay active, I hope this video gave you some practical, simple, and effective ideas. Most importantly, listen to your body. Stick with movements that give you strength, energy, and confidence. No matter where you're starting from, remember, small steps can lead to big changes over time. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. Drop a comment below and tell us just one thing you learned from this video and how you plan to use it in your own life. We love reading your thoughts, and your feedback keeps us going. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Your support means everything. It's what helps us keep creating helpful, inspiring content like this. Thanks for watching, take care of yourself, and whatever you do, keep moving.